Right.
So just like somebody who makes dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he may do ruqya and dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but his condition is not alleviated because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is using this for something of a greater purpose, as our previous guests. They may be suffering for a greater purpose.
There's an answer for everything. That's good. Thank you.
Yaakov.
What do you know? What?
Dean we go to the next guest then.
I don't know. I think Deenresponds is going to add something.
Oh, sorry, DJ.
Oh, Dean. I just brought Dean up.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first thing is Muhammad Hijab has videos on these. If anyone wants to check him out, he goes into detail on each one, like the ajwa dates and the black seed oil.
Has he got one on them? Has he got one on the adultery, the monkey adultery?
Nah, so that one's not even a hadith, right? That's like from a companion. From the companion's perspective, he was narrating that, right?
Okay, but I mean,
yeah. So you have to make a distinction between like the hadith in Bukhari. There are actually hadiths going back to the Prophet, and then there's hadith. Then there's other narrations where they go back to companions, and the companions are giving their opinions. So that wasn't even a companion story. That's from a tabi'i actually. So
okay. Yeah. So was he wrong? I don't understand.
Why does it matter? It was the companion's opinion.
Well, this guy's narrating a hadith. That doesn't matter.
No. He's not narrating hadith. It's a tabi.
This is exposing. Sorry,
KG. This is exposing your ignorance.
No, it's an author. No, sorry, I used the wrong word.
Did I tell you that? You give him a straight answer.
It's an author. It's not a hadith. Sorry.
Bro, we do that to you all the time. We give you a straight answer, and you just ignore it, and then it's but no. That's just
you're fishing, aren't you? You're trying to see what's going to bite. What argument can I use? We're now talking about adultery in the hadith.
How's he talking about adulterous monkeys?
I don't know. Dean was finishing his response.
Yeah, so I was saying that even if you're going to say the companion's wrong, there's no theological ramifications for that. We don't say the companions or the tabi'ins, we don't say they have isma or they receive wahi. Okay, so even if someone's going to say he was wrong in what he said, what sort of argument are you making here? I don't understand. It's just his opinion.
Fair enough. Okay, let me ask some.
So let me. The main reason why I wanted to come up actually. Do you believe the longer ending of Mark is authentic?
Oh my God! Now
you went there, Dean. You went there again.
And if listen, if you answer this, then I'll talk about the longer ending of Mark.
No, I answered your question. You answered my question. It's common courtesy.
No, Dean. Let me ask you a question because it's not even like a contention or polemic. I just
sure, but this is the main reason why I came up. Make it quick. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
So this is, chapter 9, verse 111.
Yep. What about it?
It says, let me read it. It says
ask those who came before you?
Yeah. No, 911. It says, Allah has purchased from the... Are you reading it or should I read it?
No, you can read it.
I'll read it. 911, yeah?
Yeah.
Bismillah. Allah has indeed purchased from the believers their lives and wealth in exchange for paradise. They fight in the cause of Allah and kill or are killed. This is a true promise binding on him in the Torah and Injil, and the Gospel and the Quran. And those promise is true, and whose promise is truer than Allah's. So rejoice in the exchange that you've made with him. That is truly the ultimate triumph.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Make your claim.
Make your point. So you just in the Arabic, does it say they kill and are killed, or does it say they kill or are killed?
What's your point, bro? It doesn't matter your point.
Make your point.
My question hinges on
claim. Make your claim.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I understand why it says that about the Torah, and I understand why it says that about the Quran. But this is supposedly what Jesus was preaching as well, to kill and be killed.
Does it say and be killed? I don't believe.
Okay, that point's neither here nor there. The main point is that the Quran is not saying that. It doesn't even make a claim about the Torah and Injil and the possession of them. It just says this is a promise that's found in the Torah and Injil.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Just let me finish. So the point being, I know your point. I already knew your point before. I already knew your point before you started. Yeah.
Well, what's my
Your point is,
Explain to me my
it
point,
says
and
in
then
the Torah and it says in the Quran, you can derive this interpretation of jihad, but you don't have this interpretation of jihad found in the Gospels of Jesus. Okay, so it doesn't say within the Injil you have in your possession.
What I'm saying is, is there any
What's your point?
evidence that Jesus preached this message? Is this what we're doing?
How do you know what Jesus? Okay, let me make this easy. Dean, 1 second, Dean. 1 second. Let me just deal with this numpty. KG, how do you know what Jesus said? How do you know what Jesus said?
The Gospels out. Listen.
How do you know what Jesus said?
Listening to me. We can.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. How do you know what Jesus said?
Listen.
No, I'm asking you.
You want me to say the New Testament? Yeah,
no, I'm asking you. How do you know what Jesus said? How do you know what Jesus said?
Listen, let's throw the New Testament out.
How do you know what Jesus said?
Let's throw the New Testament out.
How do you know what Jesus said?
I know what Jesus' early followers would do. We know what.
How do you know what Jesus said?
Hamza, he just said it. Let's throw the New Testament out.
No, okay, don't worry, DJ. I heard that. I'm not falling for that. Relax. KG, how do you know what Jesus said? How do you know what Jesus said?
I'll use the Quran.
You don't believe the Quran. So how do you know what Jesus said?
So what do you want me to do? I'm trying to.
Well, I want to know. You said you know what Jesus said or didn't say. You're asking us to say, did Jesus say this? Did Jesus say that? How do you know what Jesus did say and what Jesus didn't say?
It's about what his early followers did, not about what he said.
No, I'm asking you.
Okay.
How do you know what Jesus said?
Okay, look, if you're asking me,
I'm asking you one more time. How do you know what Jesus said?
I think the New Testament is reliable.
How do you know what Jesus said?
I said. You think the New Testament is reliable? Can we go back to the ending of Mark, please? And tell me
don't worry about that. I'm asking him one last time. How do you know what Jesus said?
What do you want me to answer? Just kick me out then if you won't accept my answer.
Yeah, I'll kick you out.
Yeah. The thing is, right? Like, he's kind of begging the question. If he's going to be using the New Testament, he's begging the question because that's presupposing like the New Testament being reliable, which he hasn't justified.
That's what I'm saying. He's asking us to look in the New Testament to tell him where Jesus taught this thing.
Yeah, it's begging the question. But then another thing is like, the Quran's not saying. He also said this is what the early believers would have like believed and stuff. The Quran just makes the claim. The contents of the Injil had this at the time. It doesn't even make a claim about early followers believing in it or whatever. He just added that as well. But the point is that here that I was going to bring with Mark 16 because he completely deviated. He got a bit pressured on the first point, so he wanted to completely deviate to another topic. The point I was going to make in Mark 16, if he is like a lot of Christians, they really hesitant of like saying it's inauthentic. The ending that is like from 9 to 20. The issue is like Jesus says believers. There's going to be believers who are going to when they do drink poison, deadly poison, they're gonna survive. Right. So I wanted to ask him like, and the other guests as well. Is there any findings on like believing Christians that we can find medically that they have some immunity, like they particularly have some sort of immunity towards lethal poisoning? Like you're not going to find that. Of course, it's going to be a metaphysical occurrence from their perspective, at least. And that's the view I take on the dates and the black seed oil. It's not just through the substance itself; it's through your good deeds and through du'a and through like faith in Allah that Allah through His qadr will allow for a cure.